2024 was the year Balatro came out, and some other games, I don't know, let's see here. Played a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, played more new indie games this year than ever before. Steam says I am at least part dwarf, so you know I played a lot of DRG. I started playing Marvel Rivals a week ago, and I have never played Overwatch or any sort of game like this. Got a 5-player kill streak with Wolverine and experienced true happiness, then true misery with the Jeff Splatoon game. Played through Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 for some video footage, skipped Tales and Siege though, so instantly re-rolled a guide to run through it again. Played a lot of fun multiplayer games. Modded Lethal Company was probably the funniest.
Am I dancing with Among Us characters? Great.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Skulled Against the Black Priory is probably RPG of the year from an objective point of view. Played Hollow Body, which was so good I demand Hollow Body 2 and 3. Fallen Aces in early access was like... Crimson Diamond is a genuinely one-of-a-kind text parser that I spent the most pleasant evenings of the year slowly sleuthing my way through. Still trying to beat this guy, but I'm getting close. Did not play these games, and of all of them, I'm probably only gonna end up playing UFO 50,000 times. I haven't finished this yet, so it's only number 12, but man, there's no game I want to finish more than Dungeons of Hinterberg. I'm a big fan of slice-of-life games, and a slice-of-adventuring holiday where fun and relaxation is the whole point is my kind of jam. Crazy we got Zelda on PC after all this time. I cannot in good conscience put this in the top 10 because it's Supermarket Simulator. It isn't a good video game, but my play hours tell a different story. This is a game built for my weird little OCD brain specifically. Also, the cleaning update is really bad, but look at my store, everyone. Welcome to Don't Shop Here. We're a subsidiary of the Buy and Leave run by the Game Grumps. So let's just say number 11 is actually Power Wash Simulator because I played a lot of that too. Mouthwashing is a game you need to go play with as little spoilers as possible because no other game in terms of narrative structure and emotional impact came close to Mouthwashing this year. Buckshot Roulette was already really fun, and now it has multiplayer, so it's officially a perfect video game. Go buy it, it's like $3. And here is the most not perfect video game of all time. This plot is laughably bad, the character animations are all off. If only it wasn't the most fun multiplayer game I played this year. Genuinely creepy cannibal AI and a wonderful looking game as you'd expect. Curse you, End Night, and your really stupid, fun, stupid games. Grenades are the best.
Wait, is he dead?
Is that it?
Grenades? Grenades are the best! Grenades are the...
It's Stardew Valley in space. What is all this then? I was brought up on enough English media that I understood a good deal of this game, but it's the bits I didn't understand that were the funniest for their absurd, really well-delivered comedy chops. If Thank Goodness You're Here is the first slapformer game, please slap me more. Also, genuinely, I think this is the funniest video game I have ever played, and that really counts for something. I'm used to feeling horror and excitement and the like when playing games. I so rarely actually laugh like a human, especially exactly when the developer wanted me to, and oh boy, will Cole Supper make you. Crow Country doesn't do much new, but it executes on its vision better than any other game I played this year. The ambiance and well-designed gunplay and resource gathering, an intriguing little world makes me want to jump right back in for another run. Mara Forest is a great protagonist. This world is somewhere I want to go back to, and of all the great horror games I played this year, this is the one I'm most eager to return to. Velvedek isn't just Disco Elysium meets Monty Python. It's one thing to be fun, it's one thing to be funny, it's one thing to be stylistically distinct, but it's another thing altogether to be all of those things, and that is Velvedek. Brozef and Vladno Ganaj cooked up an RPG unlike any other, and when the DLC drops, I will be there. Not to mention the excellent OST by Marcel Godot's Holy Crab, and holy crap, they are good. It's no wonder Velvedek is my favorite new RPG of the year. And this is my favorite old RPG of the year. I did not play Thousand Year Door before this, and despite being a Game Grumps fan, I actually skipped their playthrough explicitly because I thought I would want to play this game reasonably blind someday, and I am glad that I did that. The remaster is good because it doesn't change the art style, it just massively improves upon it with stellar lighting and crisp visuals. I'm not one to squabble over FPS, so the cap didn't bother me. Keeping the old music, improving translations, the whole remaster part of this release was really well done. But the game itself, the Thousand Year Door, okay, a little spoilers here. Animal Well is about more than discovery, puzzles, secrets, and the vibes of a game, all of which, to be clear, are immaculate. Billy Basso made something special here. But no, Animal Well is more than all that. It is a feeling. Here is a world, learn about it. Understand it, know it, know you are here to survive and pass through it and learn and learn and learn. And that is what I meant in my review of it when I said it felt like discovering what video games were about for the first time again. I am this little guy in a big world, and I'm here to learn, to capture that feeling in a game through excellent design, visual prowess, and an immaculate OST. Halo 2 meets Halo 3 indeed. I'd recommend Animal Well to almost anybody, but what game would I recommend to anybody? All the love to Astrobot, genuinely happy it won Game of the Year. Hope that sends the right message to Sony and especially Xbox. Also, full-length synth guy rendition of the Balatro theme, when? But Balatro is my Game of the Year for a couple reasons, not just because it's possibly the best feel-good story of the year. Local Thunk made a game because he thought it'd be fun for him and his friends, and maybe 6 people would buy it. And then Charlie Brooker said it would reduce mankind's productivity by 25%, and it's up on stage for Game of the Year, and it gave the guy who composed the OST on Fiverr further soundtrack money, and he made it so it can't be used for gambling in the future, and crucially, it's the most fun game I've played this year, and a game I don't think I'll ever uninstall. It did what Baldur's Gate 3 did for me the year before in this way. I have like 8 or so games, or types of games I typically do not uninstall. I just like playing them for at least a bit while I'm playing through new games or videos or multiplayer runs. Those 8 games right now are Stardew Valley, Skyrim, some Fallout game currently in New Vegas, some Baldur's Gate game currently 3, a 2D platformer, right now it's Pizza Tower, Deltarune, Deep Rock Galactic, and now number 8, Balatro. It's part of the home team now. It's that good. Now, this video is just a silly list of itself, an old idea of top 10 games of the year. It is itself silly and meaningless. But the reason I do it, and the reason I look at games at all, is that I do think there is something to be gained of appreciating, reviewing, and understanding the things we consume and enjoy. And Balatro is a game so seemingly simple yet deeply complex that I think we'll be talking about it for years to come. I can't think of another game that more deserves to be called the game of 2024. Oh, and as promised last year, the actual game of the year is Stardew Valley 1.6. Yep. And Baldur's Gate 3 Patch 6 and Patch 7. They all get to share.